He's like Cupid with a kink.
There's no shame in getting a little freaky sometimes. Today, the full trailer for Heart Eyes dropped. I don't think it's spoiled too much, but it does tease some very intense sequences. Now let's get into it. Hey everybody, I'm KillJoy Jake, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking all about Heart Eyes, a brand new slasher coming from director Josh Rubin. The dude previously helmed movies like Scare Me and Werewolves Within. It's no coincidence that this holiday-focused slasher comes from the same studio that brought us Eli Roth's Thanksgiving in 2023. I hope they make a 4th of July slasher next. We need another one of those. Today, however, we're talking about the romantic and lovely holiday that is Valentine's Day. Unless you're single and it's the most dreaded day of the entire year. The trailer starts off with some gorgeous shots of Seattle, followed by a little meet cute at a coffee shop. I'm getting real jealous of Olivia Holt here. I wish I was the one accidentally grazing Mason Gooding's fingers. Olivia and Mason seem to be going on a date here, sucking face, and then going back home to knock boots. The plot description we got last year describes these two as co-workers who are mistaken as a couple by the Heart Eyes killer, which makes me think this is a secret romance between two co-workers and their boss doesn't know. Whatever the case may be, Heart Eyes is hanging out in the closet Michael Myers 2018 style and goes in for the kill. I love this sequence in the dark where our slasher turns on his light up heart eyes to see, I guess? Wouldn't that make it harder to see with two gigantic lights less than a centimeter away from your pupil? Maybe he's got a Tony Stark thing going on in there. He's got his own Jarvis. Through a news report only heard in the trailer, we learned that the Heart Eyes killer, or HEK, has been stalking couples in the city for the past 2 years. I imagine this movie is going to feel very similar to the last 2 installments of the Scream franchise, or maybe even Thanksgiving, in the sense that it's going to be another murder mystery. Look out for the most popular star in the cast, ladies and gentlemen. They also talk about a motive not being clear for HEK here, but like, he's gotta be an incel, right? Maybe whoever is under that mask just couldn't make it work with their partner, and now they slay anybody else who seems to be happy and in a relationship. It's a pretty sweet spin on the age-old don't have sex in horror movies trope, so stay single this Valentine's Day if you live in Seattle. We get a quick shot of a bloody heart drawn on the floor of a spa and a news report asking if HEK will strike again. I wonder if this is how the movie ends, with a tease of more to come next Valentine's Day. I also want to note here that they mention he uses homemade weaponry, meaning we will likely see the guy use a variety of tools. Also, what's this about an insurance CEO indicted on manslaughter, perhaps? Speaking of dumb ways to die, we see who I think is Michaela Watkins trapped in some sort of sideways hydraulic press. I'm sure there is some sort of name for this thing, and the comments will likely correct me, but whatever it is, it's going to crush Michaela to death here. It kind of reminds me of Strom's death from the end of Saw 5. You know, the best Saw film. Jordana Brewster and Devin Sawa play two detectives going after HEK here. They come onto the scene of where Michaela likely dies. I am always down for a good smashing.
What was...
Why would he say that?
Reinforcing my incel motive, HEK wipes some of the blood from his victim's mouth onto his mask. A carnival and a drive-in setting are teased here as well, which I'm sure will result in some excellent sequences. I love that a lot of the locations in this movie are essentially date night destinations. It's very fitting. One setting that no date night ever wants to visit, however, is an interrogation room at a police station. This scene looks wild. Mason Gooding is getting chased around this room, handcuffed to the desk, while Heart Eyes is just slowly stalking him through the room. It seems as if Olivia Holt is going to save him in the scene though, shooting through the one-way mirror. Heart Eyes seems to be ballsy if he's sneaking into a police station to take on his kill. Or maybe it's the cops again, just like a lot of other Spyglass slashers. I hate to say it, but I'm banking on it, man. The cops in this movie are played by Jordana Brewster and Devin Sawa. Two very big names in not just horror, but also other movies. Don't forget, Jordana Brewster is Dom Toretto's sister.
Family.
Speaking of which, we get some quick shots of Devin Sawa getting his face hacked into here, and Jordana Brewster potentially taking aim at him. Time to place our bets, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we think is the Heart Eyes killer? Who do we think is underneath that mask? Me personally, my money is down on Jordana right now. You bring shame to Dom Toretto's family, Jordana. Another shot I loved from this trailer was this one of a photographer getting stabbed through a lens and then into his eye. It's almost darkly poetic. This appears to take place at the same location as that one superb shot of a girl running over a little hill. I'm in love with this scene already, what can I say? There's this quick flash of someone's boots off the ground as big drops of blood rain down from the front of them. It kinda looks like the same pants that Olivia Holt's character is wearing earlier on, but will they actually kill one of the main characters here? We'll just have to see. And one of the last quick shots we get from this little montage towards the end of the trailer is what I think is our villain's lair. It looks like an old creepy barn with a ton of spooky candles all around. I can't tell who this character is walking in, however. I slowed it down and everything, man. I got nothing. Let me know if you think you know who this is in the comments below. Finally, we get another look at that Texas Chainsaw remake inspired death where HEK stabs some dude in the mouth and pushes his partner through the handle of the blade. Even on the second watch, I'm still getting really excited checking this one out. It is brutal. I still wish I saw it on the big screen for the first time though. Heart Eyes looks like a really fun holiday slasher. Talking about the trailer, John Squires from Bloody Disgusting recently stated, "I think the true indicator of whether or not the slasher genre is hot again is simple. Has the holiday themed slasher trend popped up again? Is it getting mainstream play in theaters? Then slashers are hot again. And slashers are definitely hot again right now." Oh, they're hot alright, John. Slashers are back in full swing after the success of franchise continuations like Scream and Halloween, as well as newcomers like Terrifier and Thanksgiving. I'm expecting more to come, as well as more sequels, which I really can't complain about, man. I love slasher movies. Speaking of which, this is an excellent time to talk about my own slasher movie, which comes out this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on my Human Eggs Productions channel. This month, we got Dogman, we got Wolfman, and then we got Chicken Man. It's technically the first original short film I've ever made, so please go give it a watch. I think it bangs. And if you happen to be crazy like me, uploading content to this platform all the time, make a review out of it. Rip it to shreds. I don't care. Just talk about it. That would be pretty cool. Staying on topic here, Heart Eyes is clearly a very well thought out slasher playing with old tropes through a modern lens, and I think it's going to deliver on some super brutal kills. Hopefully the trailer didn't just spoil all of them, but I guess we'll find out next month. The cast and creatives here are stellar, and it should make for one of the better horror movies to top off 2025. I hope our slasher here once again brings Mason Gooding to the brink of death, only for his character to get wheeled away at the end on a stretcher. Mason would be 3 for 3 on that one, man. I oddly want this to happen, even though I don't want to see anything bad actually happen to my Macy Goodgood. Stay safe, you beautiful man, you. Heart Eyes comes to theaters on February 7th, so you can either see it with your boo on Valentine's Day, or go by yourself a week before. Take yourself on a date, you deserve it. Before we wrap up today's trailer breakdown, I'd like to ask you all to subscribe to this page for more horror videos just like this. We are almost at 30,000 subscribers, everybody. Let's get there. Thank you, of course, to everyone who has already subscribed. What are your thoughts on Heart Eyes? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.